EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Carr right away going to look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was a third long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Rush finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And there to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. To throw is Rush. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rush to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Rush.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Pollard going to try the right side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get up.
Touchdown Raiders! Hunter Renfrow, 33 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing here, Rush.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
options galore here. Second and a few inches.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rush. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work there. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rush. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the delay, this is Abdullah. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick.
We get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rush. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Rush.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. They'll try and throw for it here. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back to throw. Rush.
That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big play. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Cowboys 0. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rush. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Rush to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. On 4th down, Rush. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd and a yard. Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game. That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker. But now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe. Because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown! Donald Parham, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Williams brings it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The final shot before break. Rush. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards. The 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a give here to Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get. We're going to get things started. We just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Cowboys have recovered. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, and ends up getting the ball stripped. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fourth down, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. They find some open field here. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action. It's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Herbert back to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack.
Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on a try for 2. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Right back to Tolbert. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away. Play
action now, Prescott.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Prescott yet again. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to look on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is touchdown.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Prescott able to find Gallup, and he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Prescott to throw on fourth. He's got Elliott.
And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Pollard again. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now from the 50. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 38, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Pollard. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Inside give to Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
Connection made with Chenault.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
96 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guy.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mayfield looks to throw. Thomas brings it in. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey running up the middle.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That is caught by Lamb.
He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb, 83 yards. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking up. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
First down, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. From the 45 on second down, Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott. He's got room at the 30.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Going to run again here with Pollard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try again with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw this time. Touchdown! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with a lead if they make a play.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Now Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they coughed it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Taken from about the 12.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base.
Here's Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking